Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Tanner, and welcome to the first episode of Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness as Japan. I have started in the House Divided start point, July 1st, 1861, where Japan is basically about I can westernize right now. So if you start a little bit earlier, you can run into some problems, and I thought that the best way to start as Japan would be to start at this point. So let's go ahead. We can enact the Meiji Restoration, which gives us a huge boost to research points, a boost to prestige, as well as a research points modifier until the end of the game. This would be the early restoration, which you can do, however, it does create a lot of militancy. So let's go ahead and enact that. Japan is traditionally considered to have been founded by Emperor Jimmu in 660 BC, and while the imperial lineage was still considered unbroken since then, the imperial office had, throughout the Edo period, been reduced to a revered and respected, but ultimately politically powerless institution. By embracing a restoration of imperial power along with a program of swift industrial modernization, constitutionalism, and economic freedom, Japan might be able to break the fetters placed upon her by the impositions of the Western world. So, we can also go ahead. We could do that, but let's westernize. Embrace westernization. I'm just got done reading like a paragraph. I'm winded. We'll do that. Okay, now do I still get that buff? I'm not sure if I still get that buff or not. So I might have did that wrong. But let's go ahead and start out by improving. We can probably use some steamers. We're going to go for some early conquests. Now being a westernized nation, we can go ahead and establish protectorates on certain nations. Denam, Johor, Aceh, Brunei, and I think our first target, I guess, will be Brunei. We can't decrease taxes in any way. We are losing quite a bit of money. A lot of that's through administration. We do have a very high population. So let's go ahead and increase that up to 70% and that up to 75%. Let's just put them both at 75% before we get the game rolling here. So let's kick her up into high gear. You can see we've jumped up now to 30, and we still do get that boost. You can see we're basically going to get steamers for free. Now, in terms of our ships, we'll wait until after we get the steamers to pick up better troops or better ships. Right now, we're rolling with basically all our regulars. We're going to want to disband this whole army and then remake it out of infantrymen. So let's wait until we get that. We might as well. We discovered gold, but let's go ahead and at least get the casus belli that we need. So let's go ahead and grab that while we're waiting. And we could probably take them over with irregulars, but I'd prefer to modernize the military maybe a little bit early on in the game. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to have to take a look at. Okay, so we can build. Capitalists cannot build factories. I would prefer like a court faction. Which are they? They are what? They are pro-military, so that will work. Let's take that one. Both I and capitalists can build factories, and I am encouraging capitalists in our two bigger provinces. So I'm hoping that will turn into factories that I don't really have to pay for. So we basically picked up steamers for free there. And now we are going to go and pick up engineers. We should be able to get halfway done with that. Chiba. Build a navy. I haven't discovered that yet. So let's go ahead and get a naval base there. We're also going to probably want a naval base down here on Okinawa that I can't afford to buy right now. What's the chances per 6% per day, I think is what that is. How many of you can't fit? Okay, so we only got 5 infamy out of that. We don't have any actual steamers. So let's just go ahead and build. We're going to set the rally point here, and let's go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 10 quick transport ships, one out of each province. That should be done rather quickly. Now, we may have been discovered, but that doesn't mean that I have to declare war just quite yet. It is quite a long way. It will be nice to have a naval base down here. That way we can launch different sorts of wars into Southeast Asia. And we are actually making a decent amount of money. So let's go ahead and cut the tax on the rich way, way down. We're going to want to keep that at that because pretty soon here we'll be spending a lot more money. So let's go ahead and start getting all the irregular troops that I want. So we picked up the steamer. Is that what I actually wanted? The steamer convoys? Not yet. We got something that boosts the steamers, but we don't have the steamers yet. Okay, so now our war can now be declared. We have, roughly 90 days before we get that. Let's just go ahead and oops, we don't want to justify another one. We want to declare another war to establish a protectorate. So now we are at war with Brunei. We could mobilize, but we won't need to. We could actually probably just use this army of irregulars and a little bit of cavalry, and that would probably get the job done. Now, I don't normally start at this late date, so a lot of the game will probably be a little bit different for me. France has already got a pretty good splotch down here in Southeast Asia. Trying to see if there's anything else a little bit different. China is already having problems as Korea. Korea is allied with China. In terms of Europe really hasn't. Well, I guess Romania exists. Italy is formed, which I don't think until, historically anyway, they were formed into like the 1870s. Nothing really going on there. The Civil War is going on up here in the U.S. Looks like the North is winning. And we are getting our transport fleets to where we need them over here in Chiba. Now I might want to, since we're making a decent amount of money, go ahead and, okay, they're working on something in Kanto. An area, okay, so they're building Kanto. Let's go into Kansai, and they're building a paper mill. Let's go ahead and get a steel factory there. Steel is going to be very important for us, and on the world stage we'll need both to be a very large world power. So let's go ahead and move these troops over to here. Where are these guys? These guys are over here on Hiroshima. We'll move them over there as well. And let's just go ahead and set the rally point for troops there as well. That way all of the armies go there, meet up. Okay, we are suffering a wee bit of attrition. So let's go ahead, join you guys up. Let's just split off like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll split those guys off, delete the irregulars, have these guys get on the boat, and come down here and attack Brunei. We then can go back up there, pick up some more, and we actually might want to start getting rid of those irregulars so they can be replaced. And we are, they're just suffering a little bit of attrition out on the sea as we're running out of naval base range. Okay, so we've got a little bit better coal production. Do I already have a naval base? says I can only have one per province. Do I already have one on like these islands or something? No. I just kind of want to expand my naval range. Okay. They have a small army of 9,000, probably irregulars, that we will easily probably defeat. After they get unloaded, we'll send this boat back up to pick up more troops, and we might want to look at declaring war on another weaker Southeast Asian nation. Okay, is this army all irregulars? We will split you off. Delete that. Split you off. Create a new unit. There we go. For some reason it wouldn't let me click. And we'll go ahead and delete the irregulars again. Sending these armies over to there. And this one down here, split. Delete the irregulars. Now this gives us ample amounts of room to go ahead and grab some artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. These guys are pretty well taken care of. Let's get you guys back up here to Chiba to pick up some more troops. Now, we are done with all of our transports, I believe. Yep. I just don't want these guys to suffer any attrition problems in here, which they are actually probably pretty close to doing. You army. I'm going to try to get rid of this army. The only thing actually probably standing between me. Combine. Let's go ahead and balance you guys. Send one of you guys to the capital as like a secondary army that we can send out, because now this army can get on the boat. Now, are you being influenced by anyone? No. Okay. Justify war to establish a protectorate there. Discovered right away. We are only at 14. I believe the cap is 25, so we could technically declare probably one more war before people started to get fussy, but we are probably going to end this war over here, and I'm not sure why, but my TV just turned off, probably because I'm messing with the cables underneath my feet. Yeah, so good thing I have two screens up, right? Alright, and actually I can notice now that we're recording the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to fix this, guys. If you did like this first episode, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be posting all sorts of random things. I'm sure you will love something that I do. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys the next time.